It's Wednesday midweek in the city. We're getting mighty close to Carnival. But while we're doing the Carnival after Carnival, education is still the key for success. Let me say a very special good morning to Miss Jasmine Ondwood Joseph. And of course, no, she's not here to talk about sports. No, it's all about education. Of course, she's the main facilitator, and Andrea Johnson, manager of DAT Ltd. Design, Art, Technology, Special Education Awareness Seminar focusing on specific learning difficulties. Before we get to Lady Joseph, we say a very special good morning to Andrea Johnson. Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Welcome to Good Morning Antigua Barbuda. She works here, so don't worry about it. She's a native for this thing. Tell us about, of course, DAT Ltd. What's DAT Ltd?
Well, DAT Ltd. is an IT consulting firm. We offer IT services across the board, and actually we have launched a e-learning platform called Moodle, and we're using that to disseminate technology in the schools and for the seminar.
Okay, and the seminar comes up on
August 26th to the 28th.
Now, we know, of course, that if Jasmine Ondwood Joseph is the main facilitator, and of course, this will be taking place at the Antigua and Barbuda Institute of Technology. That's where the seminar will be at. Tell us a little about that, Mrs. Joseph.
First off, let me say thank you for having us, and good morning to your viewing and listening public. The seminar is going to be held in the last week of August, but the ethos behind this is to get information out there into the minds of teachers and parents who are dealing with students with learning difficulties. Over the last 12 plus years, I've been working in the educational field, specifically with individuals with learning difficulties. And what I have noticed is that there's an element of despair for lack of knowledge. Parents come desperate because they don't know what to do, they don't know what is going on with their child and what they should do about it. So what I'm trying to accomplish through this seminar is to get that basic information into the minds and the awareness of the public, the teachers who can spot early signs and indications, and then when we see this, what should we do about it? So it's not just, okay, I know what this is, what should I do about it? So we want to get that entire spectrum so that parents and teachers dealing with these children would be in a better position to accommodate them and give them what they deserve, which is a sound education.
I know that you're having it on August 26th and 28th, basically time to get back to school.
So the information will be fresh in your mind going into the classroom. That's correct.
Okay. Now, the areas of focus for learning difficulties, define that for me.
Okay. Special education is a very, very broad field. This seminar will be focusing specifically on learning difficulties, and we're going to look at defining learning, because you have learning, you have developmental, you have emotional. There's a wide gambit of disabilities or difficulties that a student may encounter. But this focus will be on learning difficulties specifically, their types, their definitions, their signs and symptoms. So what should I look for as a parent? What should I look for as a teacher in the classroom? And when I see it, what should I do? So we're going into identification. Then you have to have your period of observation and evaluation, which should be followed by some sort of plan. And we will be involving the Ministry of Education in the person of Ms. Harrigan, who is the education officer with special responsibility for special education. And I must say that because this is, as they say, a paying event, but there's a reason for that. The Dyslexia Association of Antigua and Barbuda, year after year, they deal with children with dyslexia and struggle to provide the teaching aids to those tutors. So what we want to do coming out of this, and we have spoken with the individuals at the Dyslexia Association, and it's not just, here, take something. You provide us with a list of your needs, and we will go as far as we can to try and make sure that we do something to accommodate that. So the part of the proceeds will go to children who are being helped at the Dyslexia Association.
You spoke of course, it's a paid event, and of course we know that folks in the midst of Carnival, we need to remind them of the registration, what it is that they need to contribute to make this a possibility.
Yes, well, we have a very special package, an all-inclusive package, where they're going to be getting a lot of the information they're going to need to understand what's going on in their early childhood development with their child, or if you're an educator, you can recognize those signs from an early stage and know what to do and how to address those issues as they come up. So there's an early bird special, which is if you register from the 28th of July to the 15th of August, you get, for individuals, $200. And is it, am I saying it correct? Yes, $200, you pay early, $200, and for a group of 5 or more, you get $200 each.
150.
$150 for the package.
So of course you pay less if you
pay less if you early
You know, our money seems to be made of alcohol these days, and when it gets exposed to the air, it evaporates. So we want to give you this opportunity early before all of the other things that can happen to your funds come into play. As early as Monday, we can start registration, and our registration process begins online. Well, of course, we're dealing with technology.
Yes.
So you may go online either to the Book and Ball Sports Facebook or to the DAT Ltd Facebook page, which is www.facebook.com/bookandballsports or www.facebook.com/DAT Ltd, D.A.T. Ltd. And once you go there, you'll see the registration form, and you will be contacted as soon as that information comes to us. For any further clarity, you can contact either Mr. Johnson or myself directly. Mr. Johnson at 726-0986, and I can be contacted at 726-7078. And I'd just like to appeal to those persons dealing with children. If you don't know, you can't do the correct thing. And it is a massive responsibility to stand before and caretake for children year after year. So I'm encouraging all teachers to take advantage of this opportunity. Not just teachers who are working in the special education field, because prior to diagnosis, you will find children with learning difficulties everywhere. So you need to be able to identify and to deal correctly with these children.
This is also open to parents of children?
Yes, it is specifically targeting parents and teachers. And we are doing the group special, as we call it. Bring 5 persons. If you're a parent and you know the individuals who will be working with your child, encourage that circle, that support network, to come and avail themselves of that information. So if you're in a teaching environment, principals, assistant principals, teachers, get a group of your teachers together to come down and receive this information so that it can just be put into practice. Because any information that comes to you and stays with you is useless. It needs to pass through you so that it can affect others.
Absolutely.
Mr. Johnson, tell me a little bit about you're the corporate sponsor, DAT Ltd. Let's just delve into it, how you can assist us here in Antigua and Barbuda in your corporation.
Well, Ms. Jasmine Underwood Joseph and I have worked in the past on a previous project with Kids Unlimited, where we used technology and integrated it into their school, and it's been adopted very well there. So we're just back at it again. You know, we just love helping kids. We love to see and give them the best opportunities available, and especially using technology, as they're all well adapted in using it. So it just makes perfect sense to join with Book and Ball Sports in this endeavor.
Okay, how do we get in touch with you?
You can get in touch with me via the Facebook page, which is www.facebook.com/DAT Ltd, or 726-0986, which is my cell phone number. Or my email address is ajohnson@dat-ltd.com.
I'm going to slow it down and ask you to repeat all those. You know, in today's world, we assume that everyone has a computer, everyone has an email. So I'm glad you dropped the telephone number, because most of us have cell phones. Because it's not everybody who has access to the internet and all that. So give me the 3 phases that we can get in touch with you once again.
No problem. Firstly, 726-0986, that's my cell number. Email address is ajohnson@dat-ltd.com. And the Facebook page is www.facebook.com/DAT Ltd.
It would be nice if all of us can get onto Facebook and utilize it in a positive way. Again, Mr. Joseph, again, highlight us to the fact of why it is so important that one should register for this seminar that comes up. It's August 26th to the 28th, and of course early registration will give you some successes as far as discount prices and group registration. So give us all that information once again, because our time is fast approaching for us to wrap this morning.
Okay, dates again, August 26th to the 28th, and early registration runs from July 28th to August 15th. Persons registering with groups of 5 or more would receive a discount, a group discount, plus the early registration discount, which takes it to $150 per person. And individuals registering would be $200 per person. After the early registration, it is $200 for a group still and $250 for each individual. Spaces are limited, so we advise you to register early so that you can secure your position. And also to remember that we want to thank the persons at the Dyslexia Association.
Absolutely, yes.
And at the Ministry of Education for agreeing to collaborate with us in this venture so that we can get the information out to the persons that need it.
And folks who are registered will be playing a major role in assisting, of course, the
Dyslexia Association. We will be proceeds from the event will be going to help secure teaching aids for the Dyslexia Association for the upcoming academic year.
Special Education Awareness Seminar comes up on August 26th to the 28th. Registration, early registration runs from July 28th, August 15th. You register. Early registration close on August 24th, and early registration will bring you some benefits. Thanks for being with us this morning, Mrs. Joseph.
So much.
And Mr. Johnson, thanks for being with us.
Thank
Here's
you.
hoping that DAT Ltd will continue to grow from strength to strength.
Thank you very
Enjoy
much.
the rest of your Wednesday.